If you are as much as a degenerate like me, you'll know of a little show called Total Drama Island. It's a Canadian cartoon and it is awesome. But did you know that the dude who made Total Drama, who also went to school with my mom, that's a real fact, he also made hella other shows. Stoked, Detention Air, 16. He did not make the show I'm talking about today, but it's also Canadian, so I mean, they're kind of all the same, you feel me? So if y'all haven't seen Grojband, then I really don't blame you, because it kind of went under the radar compared to all the other shows I just mentioned. Besides Stoked, I don't know anyone who's seen Stoked. I've known about GarageBand for a while. Like, I remember seeing it on, like, commercials and shit when I was a kid, but it just looked kind of basic to me, But, dude, trust me, this show is absolutely diabolical. The first episode is not super crazy to me, because, trust me, there's worse. But I still want to go over it so y'all can get a glimpse of what I'm talking about. Basically, the show is about Corey and his band, GarageBand. They want to make it big and play gigs, but the lyrics are trash. So in most episodes, they try to rile up their sister, who is a psychopath, so she can write her anger in their diary, they steal the diary, and use it as lyrics. Pretty simple. In the first episode, I think her name is Cherry Grapevine or some shit, is a celebrity coming to town at a drive-in theater or something. Like I said, this show's a fever dream. But the sister is working there, and the band wants to perform there to impress Cherry so she can hire them. This episode mostly involves them setting up the plan and stuff, but at the end, just a bunch of crazy shit happens, like when the sister gets mad, she basically does an anime transformation and goes nuts. It's honestly really entertaining. She goes so insane she knocks the projector off, so their plan is ruined. While watching, I was like, gee, if only future versions of two of the band members miraculously appeared and... Oh wait, they did! What the fuck? I thought this show was a bit more grounded than that, but apparently shit like that just happens, But anyway, the day is saved, and Nick Mallory is the best character.
Nick, you going to Cherry Grapestain's movie premiere?
Nick's gonna wait for the book.
But movies always come out after the book.
Nick never loses the waiting game.
Okay, this actually might be the first episode. It feels a lot more like the first episode than apparently whatever the first episode is. I don't really know. But this episode is crazy. Unfortunately, this show suffers from what many shows suffer from, and that's just old man thinking he's hit by adding every internet shit ever. In some shows it works, like Pickle and Peanut, because it is so weird and it's so like self-aware that it's shit that the internet shit kind of works in its favor, being weird and creepy and stuff like that. But from a semi-normal looking show, it's just cringe. But basically, they want to perform at this bee pageant thing, but they want to make their sister emotional or whatever, so they want her to win.
That's from scratch. Done. Knock 'em dead, Trina. That's the plan.
I just feel so bad for this girl, bro. And this guy is so funny, too. Like, why is he carrying around a picture of his mom? I don't know, bro. This episode was really funny and just, like, bee pageant, bro. Like, how do you even think of stuff like that? Like, bro, this show is ridiculous. So in this episode, Corey wants to play in the sewers because he wants to be the most underground band ever. But then there's a monster kidnapping kids and shit. They end up saving the day, but yeah, that's pretty much the formula of the show. It's just like random ass shit. But yeah, that's pretty much the formula of the show. They try to get a gig somewhere, but they need lyrics. Their sister is involved with some shenanigans involving Nick Mallory, who once again is the GOAT, best character. Something goes wrong with their gig. Trina probably destroys like half the town after she transforms. They gotta save the town or something. They probably end up getting the gig, but Corey finds some excuse not to do it, and then spouts off some supreme wisdom. And yeah, that's the show. To be real, the show is really a mixed bag. Like, it really depends on if you like the concept or not. It's incredibly formulaic. They do have some pretty good jokes, and the cast is likable, I guess. The animation is honestly basic, but some of it can be good. And it's just a really bingeable show if you're, like, brain dead or, like, high or something, When I first started watching, I had no idea how crazy the show would be, but it's one of the more unhinged shows I've seen in my time. If you guys want me to talk about more GarageBand episodes, let me know. And let me know what other insane, underrated cartoons I should check out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.